Hey everybody, Rodamant here for episode 12. So first things first, I got a question about how the turrets work, because obviously I don't flick this switch ever. So the idea is that you have two power networks. So this inner power network here has no power. It obviously has the switch off, and all the wires that go around the turrets on the outside have power. So when I select one turret, and I switch what it's connected to, it inevitably turns on. When I switch it back, it turns off, and it doesn't require any human pawn intervention. So it is a remote switch. A little cheesy, but it's something I've always been doing, and Tynan hasn't stopped me, nor has any other developer in the RimWorld team. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. That's about as cheesy as I get. Certainly there are other ways to cheese things more, but yeah, as I said, that's about as cheesy as I get. So we're picking back up. We had we had a lot of raids last episode. I'm hoping that we don't continue to have so many raids. I'm also hoping that we get visited by traders to sell some of the stuff, because I've got a lot of stuff to sell. Didn't I? Yeah, I made this for you and you're not wearing it. I'm gonna force you to wear it. It's not like you ever get shot at. You don't need a big metal helmet. So I took Silver and Bomba off of their sleep schedules, because Silver's sleep schedule gets all messed up because of the Mechanites, keeps making them tired. So I think that's fine. Another one of you answered what the long-range mineral scanner does. I probably actually, given the information, don't need it. But, you know, whatever. So what happens is, it's like a quest every 30 days to get minerals. I'm just going to leave it running because I have the power to do so. Just because I want to see it. I want to showcase it for anyone that hasn't dug their way into this alpha. So, couldn't hurt, right? Alright, so now that we've got the ground penetrating radar, which I will temporarily flip back on, we can start mining, I think. So let's go ahead and deep drill there. That covers all the space I can. And I think at this point I probably don't need to do a lot of manual mining anymore. It's better that I'm near the base anyway, because in case of a raid, I can react to it a lot faster if I'm just standing. Oh, this is chem fuel. Alright. That's fine. Just does make things a little easier. Not having to get my chem fuel the old-fashioned way. So, why not? Let's get a little chem fuel. Because you never know when you want a little chem fuel. I could make a smoke pot belt out of this, I believe. From the machining table. Let's see. Make smoke pot belt, which requires 75 chem fuel, steel, and a component. Guess I really don't need the ground penetrating radar on right now, but oh well. Bomba flipped it off. Now we have a heck of a lot of potatoes. Oh, come on. Jesus, that's a lot of fire. And now we have brownouts. Lovely. Just simply lovely. It's just about the last thing that I wanted to happen. Oh, and we were backing up our battery backups here. So another issue is, alright, let's flick this off to save some power. So we don't even have battery backups. There's like no wind blowing. Well, that was terrible. Maybe I should start processing slag. Alright, so slowly the power grid's coming back online with the sun here. Man, that fire was terrible. It immediately lit up like the vast majority of what makes our power grid a power grid. Yikes. Okay, so when I was saying I probably don't need to manually mine anymore, I was dreadfully wrong. Definitely gonna manually mine. I feel like I jinxed myself. Alright, might as well flick these back on, because they're empty. Man, you need to rest constantly. I think because we're not short on potatoes, I'm going to have Bomba flip off the 2 sun lamps, because they're definitely 2 of the most energy draining you know, things or whatever. Objects in our base. Alright, silver. But having those blow up will allow me to put another set of solar panels in that area. So, yeah, mixed blessing. So what I really need to do is find a... No, come on. A steel node. Oh, I can hear them all browning out again. Crap. Can you, Silver, can you just do what I'm asking you to do? Alright, what can I turn off? I can turn off some lights. I can turn off some of these unimportant AC. I'm going to turn off the research bench. The stove. At this point, it's just about like auto doors that are draining. Wait, why is that browning out? Oh, I must have a break, and I do. Alright, silver. We need a little bit more steel for it. but I'll fix a lot of our power issues. Alright, let's get that going. No, don't lay the cable and then walk away. That's a dick move. Alright, so now we can flick a few of these things back on. I really just don't want the bodies to rot. That's pretty much my only concern. Alright, so now we've bridged the power gap. I think it's because this thing isn't built that there was a gap in power. But we fixed that, so man, this episode is off to a rough start. It's not even the fact that I didn't have a shored up power grid, it's just that the fire ripped through exactly what it needed to really screw me over. So congratulations, me. Alright. Silver, I'm really tired of you having these Mega Knights. Oh great, and we got a drone now too. Huzzah. Alright, so I'm going to have enough steel for that wind, but I think what I want is to get enough for... Oh, I know you're stressed. Where can I make tinfoil hats? Or can you? I guess you can only really buy them. Maybe that's the case. Alright, so power grid's back up and running. I'm going to mine out a little bit more steel so I can have another deep drill. And this will be... We're out of components, so mine a little bit more and make a component. It's crazy how reliant I am on steel here. We are in a steel economy. Alright, you're probably tired, but let's just finish the job. What say you? Okie doke. So he's asleep. At this point, I can start flicking things back on. That I had off. So Bomba will do a little tour of the base and turn things back on. It's funny that sleeping in the heat, if you're a few degrees over, or if you're like 100 degrees over, it's the same thing. Man, Silver here. Sick, ugly, feels bad. Colonist died. Man, you are not doing well on mood. When you wake up, go eat. And then play horseshoes or something. Oh, now you ate without a table. That doesn't look like horseshoes, my little friend. A bunch of you mentioned or commented about how to tend to yourself, so I appreciate that. So now I know if I want to doctor myself, I can just do it pretty easily. Alright, so we got powered armor research. I suppose... Well, shield belt wouldn't be terrible, but I suppose a hospital bed. That's likely what we'll need to use next. So let's craft up some components here. Because we're going to need at least one more for this, and you know, quite frankly, it's a good way to grind up your crafting skill. That and Silver here likes crafting, so that actually increases his joy. Kind of a triple win-win-win. Yeah, this is a really good way to grind up crafting skill. It doesn't take a lot of parts to put into a it. It's 25 steel, but takes a while to craft. Should be going to sleep. Am I restricted? No, I'm not even restricted. Bomba here is not a hauler, so he can only cook the slow way, which is to grab potatoes and move them one at a time. He's a crafter though. But, so someone asked before, oh, can't he make stone blocks? He could. But with moving at 70% and manipulation at 90%, he'd do it really, really slowly. To be frank. Alright, so if we had a smelter there... Because I'd also like to get... tool cabinets, but maybe that's just more expensive than I really need to invest. Not even really going to worry about the smelters quite yet. Alright, look at the power grid. Things do dwindle, but not terribly. I'd like to top up these batteries so I could separate them from the grid so I can't have power shortages like I had before. And let's hope this isn't chem fuel again. And it's chem fuel again. Alright, I'll just have to remember that. So I'm breaking it down because I don't want to have to keep getting... Oh, I think the mechanites are over. Sweet. So let's just copy. Oop. That's absolutely not what I meant to do. I meant to go the other way around. Oh, now Psychic Soothe. What are you, apologizing? Alright, so let's figure out where we can next mine. Alright, so chem fuel, steel? That will shore up the power grid a bit, too. And resting. Yep, because it is bedtime. Even though you're probably going to wake up real soon. That's fine. Viewing art? No, let's get to work. I see that immediately as he goes to shoot horseshoes. It's like he spites me. Alright, fine. You want some joy? I'm not gonna stop you. I tried. It didn't work. You know, I really don't... A lot of these moodlets, or whatever you want to call them, I understand. The one thing I don't understand, like wholeheartedly do not, is 8 without a table. So what? I don't really... I would not care one way or another if I ate without a table. So these components here, or rather the power grid here, will just be a backbone backup. So if this breaks, this has to break too. Alright, so we have steel. Finally. I think what I'm going to do is just break the refinery. We're going to get chem fuel, you know, the mining way. And I'm not going to have a lot of wood. I only made the refinery in case we really needed the fuel, so I'm going to break this down for materials. Because it is not inconsequential amounts of materials. Let's get a stack of chem fuel out first. Oh look, there's some stuff. So if I'm looking for uranium, it's going to be in the really small nodes, like here, here, here. The rare stuff tends to be, where are you going? Mine this deep drill. Item stash opportunity. Oh, I haven't loaded the world. My apologies. I'm going to make you look at this for a moment. Normally I remember to do this, but today I forgot. Oh, that's not that far. Uranium, 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 jade, silver. That's like not bad. So let's say we wanted to get that. I will work towards it, even though I think it's a foolish run. Alright, now we have a bunch of chem fuel. Of course, we don't have a lot of components. And it is officially sleep time. Yeah, that seems about right. Godlike researcher. Alright, hospital bed's done. Vitals monitors the... You know, actually, let's get survival meal. So we need some steel now. I think it's faster, honestly, mining it out of the mountain. But, you know, we have the drill set up, so... Alright, we don't need a lot of fuel in this. We could probably fuel it up to 34. There's a rotten body. Oh, come on. You are so close to being done. Don't tease me. Don't tease me like that. Alright, let's help Bomba out by hauling a stack of potatoes closer. Cleaning up around... Oh, really? You putz. Stuck a meal right where I was going to put the potatoes. Alright. That's about... Alright. So we have the steel. We just need components. So after we do that there, I'm just going to mine some components straight out of the mountain. Now these are the last components I know of. There might be more that I missed. But, alright, looks like we can get a little less sleep. Because they weren't entirely tired here, so... Tomorrow will work. 1 hour longer. No raids or anything. So it's different. Can you haul to... There we go. No. Oh, Jesus. I need a second table, clearly. This nincompoop. Never wants to eat. I have just enough granite for that. Oh, come on! You don't run halfway to a task that takes a long time to run to, and then turn around. I don't care about your joy. Okay. You keep wanting to test me? No more joy for you. It's like he'd rather literally do anything but what he's currently doing. Rubber banding idiot. Okay. Next, forbid. I could change the priorities, but that seems easier. Forbid. He's like, but I don't want to do this. I don't care. You're doing it. Another forbid. Alright, now haul it all back. See? If only you would get along with me like that. Seriously, you have like an allergy to tables. You piss and moan about not having a table to consume your food at, but you're constantly wanting to... Man, I'm having to fight them over and over. Alright, so we got 2 of the pods, launchers. Now we need transport pods. I'll even give you a goddamn dining chair. Alright, so we got survival meals. Now I'm just, I don't really care that much what we research at this point. I guess vital monitor next. Just gonna clean up the rest of the research. And you're right, it is sleep time. So let's see, needs. You know, they could actually go 1 more hour without sleep. I'm gonna see when they wake up, actually. So they're waking up. Silver has the nicer bed. He's waking up at 19. So actually, we'll push it back like that. Seriously, you... Ah, man. Alright, well, this solves that problem once and for all. He now has no excuse not to eat without a table. There is... Alright, but this isn't a gather spot. Don't be antisocial. I feel like I'm trying to sweep the Sahara Desert. Like, no matter how much sweeping I do, it'll never be clean. Alright, so let's make components and drill some deep drills. Well, actually, let's not even drill deep drills. Like I said, I think it's faster for me to just mine it out of the mountain. Even though that increases infestation chances, they're not infestations that will bother me, as they will be elsewhere. Days. That's very doable. The problem is I don't want it to be a one-way trip, so I'm going to have to calculate what I will need to launch myself back and load them in the pods so that it is not a one-way trip. Hey! You ate with a table! That's amazing. And it's sleep time. Alright, so sleep at 10. We'll see when they wake up. At 15 or 16. Precious metals found. Cool. Yeah, so they're like little quest areas. That one's not that bad to check out if we had the proper food. But right now, no one has the skill to make a survival meal. So I'd be stuck with pemmican, but like I think I need a second ingredient for pemmican. Alright, so they're waking up at 17. I guess it really doesn't matter when they wake up. I do allow everything at that point. Alright, so I think what I'll do here is some berries. I know they're going to grow slowly, but this pure potato-based diet can only be driving these guys insane, so that's me role-playing a little bit, as you can tell. Clearly, they don't care what they eat. They just care that they eat. Now, strawberries, however, are a little pissy about the conditions that you make them in, so These strawberries aren't going to be too happy that they're in terrible soil. Alright, what else is going to break down? I don't have infinite components. Be nice if everything didn't break down all at once. We're gonna run out of research here pretty soon. Alright, so I have another lovely dining room chair. Oop, what did I click? He really does have an aversion to eating. He's a picnicker, is what it is. He's an aversion to eating, you know, at a table. Refugee, nope, sorry. Now, I know it's bedtime already, but I don't know, tube television, fine. I know, you want to go to sleep. Oh, we have low expectations now, not very low. That's different. There you go. You know, it is a slightly impressive bedroom, but having your pet traipse about it, covered in filth. Okay, that's actually pretty good. We needed the AI core, and that landed in a very easy to defend place. It's just funny that it... Oh, come on. Enough with the parasites. These are the sucky parasites that make you do nothing. Alright, so let's just self-tend. I don't want you to do cleaning. Yeah, just tend to yourself. Alright, so let's see. I'll stand here. Fire at the ship, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. Let's get the turrets on first and get Valentina inside. Now would not be a good time to miss constantly. Alright, Bomba. Let's get you over here. Put some fires out. And we're done. Bingo. Bingo. Y'all dead. I feel like that was an AI core delivery. I've never seen things land in a kill box quite like that before. And all that silver's not bad either. Or steel, rather. It's not silver. My name is Silver. Did we just... burn up our pants. Hold on. We have some forced things. Yeah, the advanced helmet we're wearing is about to go bad. Bunch of twitching little idiots. Ship. So, computer core, rocket, looks stupid. Well, before we even build those, let's get the beam up. Make sure we have enough caskets, or pods. What are they called? Cryosleep casket? I really don't like the term casket. Sounds like it's a one-way trip to Deadville. So we're going to need to make a whole bunch of components here. Yeah, you're using a table. Like a real boy. Valentina, you are no longer obligated to be in there. My apologies. Fresh. Okay. Just make sure they all fresh. Because I'm going to want to bring Bomba and Valentina with me. And one structural beam should be enough. Alright, so if we want to pod back, we'll need to load them up proper. I guess we can fuel it up to half, or yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's machine them down. Some extra components and steel. And bulk goods trader. Awesome. So we want uranium at the very least. So let's flick this on. Move the silver in the position. Really? That's... oh, okay. Tell you to move the silver, and you move it to the one spot you can't trade it with. Alright, so... these guys have no uranium. But I can sell a bunch of this, the worn out clothing to them. I guess I'll keep... no, I'll sell the duster. Or jacket, it's not a duster. I can buy all blocks but granite. That's like... it's lame, man. And marble. Nothing like some good luciferium, right? So they don't have any... They really don't have anything I want. Oh, but they have hens. Oh, man. That'd be really, really nice if I was staying here longer. I need some gold, but not in quantities that that I can't obtain. All right, let's buy 100 gold. Let's think about this. I've got some gold here, and I need... Yeah, I just really need the uranium. I'm not going to buy gold. That's why I want to respond to that pod event. So... let's see what I can load up. I'm actually going to load anything up. But we'll need... to build a pod back, we'll need, like, components, steel. So we're going to need another pod. Because I don't... let's try something. So, Bomba. Let's say we send Bomba. Will Bomba actually... Yes, so Bomba will actually load to the pods, even though he doesn't haul. Which is a good thing. So I don't need more pods, necessarily. I just need the raw resources to be able to haul my ass home. Because what does Bomba not do? Bomba can still mine, just no violence. So I actually might send Bomba there, rather than send Silver. It's less of a risk too, because I definitely want to keep Silver alive. I want to keep Bomba alive too, but, you know, if one was to die, it'd be Bomba, not Silver. This is Silver's story, after all. Alright, we're going to have an obscene amount of potatoes soon. Getting a little obscene. I'm not even going to sow it. I have more important things to do than plant more crops. I just need to keep them from spoiling. (42%, 28%). Let's just try to get Valentina eating the same corpse to free up some space. Oh, we're making that smoke pot belt now. It's probably not the wisest use of the chem fuel. I'll have to cycle another run of this deep drill. Quality doesn't really matter to me. Alright, so for now, let's just go ahead and give this a preferred priority of steel and component. That way we won't have to run around so much. It's not like we're going to trade the steel to anyone, right? It's a little important, I think. So, not having it in the trading stockpile is fine by me. Mechanoids dropping on top of us, right into the kill box. That seems to be the theme here. At least when they drop on top of us, there's less of them. Fewer. I should say, not less. Gotta chickadee check my grandma. And they're both down. Not hard stuff. Why is him? Yeah, that was weird. It was like saying I was still in combat, but I really wasn't. Some hauling components over there too, just so that I can see how many components I have, because I know I need 10 for that. Gonna need more than that, surely. And it is bedtime. Well, so far so good. Pretty solid work. This episode brought to you by you guys, by my viewers. Yeah, you didn't think I was going to say that, huh? But it's true. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. I don't do it for money. I do it for fun. Alright. So instead of relaxing socially, how about we repair the thing that's broken? Foreign concept, I know. I'm speaking in tongues. Let's haul potatoes to the stack. And we have an escape pod. You know what? Alright, this is the meanest thing I could do. But this guy here is going to get rescued for the sake of being sent to one of the item stash opportunities. Yeah, I know. I'm terrible. I'm aware. Oh, we have almost gotten through all of our herbal stuff. At this point, I'm just researching for the sake of research. Construction and crafting's getting up there. Oh, well, I say that as I critically fail. Alright, so Riku joined the group. Let's see what you do. You are a doctor. That's cool. You're a warden. Not that we need one. I'm gonna make you clean like crazy. And you look absolutely ridiculous. You look absurd. Oh, he's a hunter now? The guy in the trench coat and baller cap? Doubt it. The only thing he hunts is for virginity. Oh, what a special little snowflake. He's already upset. I suppose if I was to be a decent human being, which I'm usually not, I could set him up in here because this is not a terrible bedroom. So let's do that. What's the priority here? Pantry is priority preferred, so oh, but veggies was empty. So I don't want to have to run all the way over there. There's just too many potatoes to bother stacking up like that. Quit trying to relax socially. I guess your joy is in the tanked. I could use some more heal root. I wouldn't call that socially relaxing. Something tells me that is anti-socially relaxing, but whatever, it's getting your joy up. To each his own. Alright, you no longer doctor yourself. There we go. Just stand on the bench and do whatever you do, trying to patch yourself up. Alright, we can get rid of the cabin fever. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? This is an excellent bed. Wow. Definitely going to have Silver sleep on the excellent bed. This one will be owned by Bomba. Because you're not likely to get your sleep disturbed in there. And this will be owned by Silver. And Riku here, I'm going to launch right now. He's going. Now the problem is I think the other pod... Okay, no, it's good. Alright, so... Drop at center, why not? Goodbye. I should have renamed him to... Alright, so we dropped on an item stash... opportunity, which seems to be, in fact, a tribal... See, I didn't know this. This is good to know. A tribal village of sorts. So if I'm going there, I've got a fight on my hands. Where's my uranium? There it is. 50. Oh yeah, there's a decent amount of uranium worth attempting to kill some of these guys. Which means, I think at this point, I want to get power armor. Power armor helmet, power armor. Yes, I am ridiculous. I apologize. Alright, this seems... Huh. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna make some choices here. Big choices. Big decisions. Oh. Boy. That knocked you right the hell out. Excuse me. Alright, so we're about an hour. Now that I see this item opportunity is not free items up for grabs, it is fighting your way for the opportunity for items, I will adjust accordingly. But we're out of time. We just hit about an hour. So I hope you appreciate this episode. If you do, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Always look forward to the comments, and I try to reply to just about all the meaningful comments I can. And I will catch you all later, my friends. Adios.